Hi everyone, it's me, Cindy, and I've got a haul. In fact, I can't believe I did this yesterday, but when the box came, I just ripped it open and took things out of packages and started putting them away without even considering the fact that I should do a haul video, because some of this stuff is pretty cool. So I just gathered it all back up, and I'm going to show you real quick what I got. I bought some things on Blitsy the other day. They were having a real good sale, and some of the things I've been needing. I collected all of the mini distress inks, and I have several of these tins, you know, the mini distress inks storage tins. And I bought an extra one at the time that I finished the collection, just because I just figured they'd come out with more colors or something. But in the meantime, I've been keeping my extra sponges in them, but I haven't had any extra ones for quite some time. I had a few, and then I started buying the Distress Oxides, and so I ran out, and I've had about more than half of my Distress Oxides don't have pads. But these are so expensive for what they are, and I've just been waiting for a good sale, and Blitsy had them on half price the other day, so I ordered 2 packages, and they were $3.50 a pack. I thought that was a good deal. Just put them in there because they take up less room, and I already have this to store anyway. So that's that. I ordered another set of these, the blending tools, just because they were also $3.50. I've had 3. Now I have 5. That means I can leave my vintage photo on one all the time and still have a few to use for blending if I use 3 or more inks at one time. So that works out well for me. So I got that. The other cool thing that I've wanted for a while, and have not picked up because it was just more than I wanted to pay, were these, what do they call them, layer guides from We Are Memory Keepers, and they're just the rulers that help you cut the pages of your layers with exact measurements. And they're just basically a ruler, but they have a little edge that you say like this one, you press it against the edge of your paper, your cardstock, and that will give you a clear 1/8 inch border from the paper on which you've connected. And it goes, there's 6 different measurements, and I think they're pretty cool. But they were on sale. Well, actually, first of all, let me say that I saw someone do a YouTube video the other day of a trip to Tuesday Morning, and they had these at Tuesday Morning for $9.99. Blitsy had them on sale the other day for $9.99, and I thought, you know what? Until they're on some kind of a, closeout, I'm never going to get a better price, so I ordered them. I also saw this stencil, this mosaic pattern stencil from Kaiser Craft. It was on sale for $2.50, I believe, and that's a good price for a singles template, and so I grabbed it. I love stencils, and but I hate paying for them. When a 6x6 is more than $3, I don't buy it. I'm cheap. Also found these a couple of things from Kaiser Craft as well. These are clear stamps from their Fairy Garden collection, and they're real kind of sweet. Make your own magic. Magic is in your heart. Once in a while, right in the middle of an ordinary life, love gives us a fairy tale. And there's this little swarm of butterflies here and a fairy here. And they're just kind of sweet. And they were on sale for $3, so I got those. And then there was a pack of ephemera that goes with it that's all filled with fairies and flowers and butterflies and a few sweet little sayings and plenty of little cardstock doilies in different colors and shapes, or sizes rather. So that was $3. So I ordered that. The paper collection was sold out, but I'm not real worried about that. I have a half dozen little girls 6 and under in my life, which means I make a lot of birthday cards and whatnot for little girls. Fairies, mermaids, and unicorns are basically what they think about most of the time, so you can't have too many of those things. The other thing is, I'm thinking, haven't decided yet for sure, but I may make some fairy themed junk journals. And if I do, these will come in handy. And I have other fairy stamps and dies, and I think I could come up with some, real pretty junk journals just with stuff I already have. So that's my haul. It cost just over $29.99. I think it was like $30.12 or something with tax. So I thought it was a nice little haul, and it's yeah, fun stuff. So now I have to put it all back away. But I wanted to show you one more thing. I'm working now on a vintage themed junk journal, a mini TN, I guess is what you'd call it. It's 4x6 is what it measures, just one signature, for a swap on Junk Journal Junkies. And I've been putting it together the last few days. I'm just getting ready to sew this morning, I guess, and get all that out of the way. And I made this little notebook for an insert, and I just thought it turned out so beautifully. This is one of those Tim Holtz pieces of ephemera, I think from the thrift store packet. Not positive, but I think that's where it was from. And I just glued it on to another piece of Tim Holtz cardstock from I think the don't know, collage pack, I think is what it was from. And put some coffee dyed paper in there, but I just love the way this looks on the front. I think it's so pretty. I did use vintage photo around the outside edges, of course, but I think it's really pretty. I think it's going to be a nice little highlight in my journal. So that's what I'm on about today. My husband's outside with an excavator guy. They're ripping out the front. The end of our driveway sort of curves and makes this nasty dip into a ditch on either side of the driveway. It's been like that for the 35 years we've lived here. But suddenly it's become a problem for my husband, and well, part of the problem is the pipe underneath the driveway in that ditch is starting to collapse, and so it had to be replaced. But it's turned into quite the project, of course, as these things do. And so they're digging that pipe out today, cleaning out the ditch, laying new pipe, but laying it 3 times as far as what it was before. And so the whole front of the house will be smooth out to the yard, or out to the road, instead of having that little ditch between. And that makes him all happy. It's wet again today, though, a little bit. It's been raining here for the better part of the last 10 days. We had 8 inches of rain in about 5 days from last Friday to Tuesday night. There was some flooding. There was a landslide up north of us. There have been bridges closed, and fortunately my sister, who always floods, didn't get any water this time. We're very thankful for that. But it's kept us, watching the water and being a little antsy. It's never fun to get flooded, even though we never get water. We're on a hill. We always joke that if we get flooded, we ought to be building an ark because we're up pretty high. But we can see the water when it comes up, and we can know that my sister's right down there. She only lives a block down the road and down the hill from us, so she's on the flat. We're up here on the hill. In the heights, we say. And so it's nerve-wracking for her and for other people in the family that get water in their basements and that sort of thing. So anyway, that's what we've been thinking about this week, as well as Cooper was here for several days. Her mom had surgery, so she stayed with us for from Monday night through yesterday afternoon, Thursday. So it was a long week for all of us. That with the water and the stuff, it's just been kind of fun. So we're looking forward to a quiet weekend. And I guess I'll stop rambling. I do have a project to share. I may yet do that this morning, depending on how much battery I have left. So please like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, and come back. Talk to you soon.